welcome back to One United Fan Channel, and today is another transfer video that I promised. It is the De Gea replacements, the top 5 that I think could replace De Gea. Now, I know there has been some controversy in the news that apparently now Real Madrid don't want De Gea, which, if that is true, I'll be absolutely ecstatic and I'll be very happy because De Gea is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and if we can keep him, he'll be like a new transfer, basically. Anyway, before I do get into the video, please can you subscribe down to my channel, as I am trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of this year, and I know I can do it. I just need the help from you guys to subscribe, as I create the best transfer videos, as like I make them 24 hours of transfer being confirmed. I'll do a video, so you'll get updated as quickly as possible as soon as transfers are confirmed. Anyway, getting on into the video. De Gea has been one of our best players throughout the season without Alex Ferguson, and has progressed into being probably one of the best, or the best, goalkeeper in the world. Now, in my opinion, he is the best, but some other people would say no, he's probably the best, but that's their opinion. Now, I've looked at players who are young, old, or just would fit perfectly to the role, and I have 5, and some of them have popped up before, so it's interesting to see. Now, the first one seems unlikely after they kept the transfer ban, which is Athletica Madrid. Oblak, their goalkeeper, is 24 years of age. He plays for Slovenia as his international team. He had 30 league apps for Athletica Madrid, and throughout those league apps he got 15 clean sheets, made 1 penalty save, let in 0.7 goals per game, and he made 2.1 saves per game. Now that's very solid stats for a keeper at his age, 24 years old. Not too old for a keeper, to be fair, quite young. Still got a good 10, 15 years in him. So those stats show that he's pretty good. And he hasn't conceded many goals, 0.7 goals per game. So every 2 games he lets in maybe 1 goal. So if we're going to go for the title next year and we don't have De Gea, this is the player that we sort of need to go in the goal and keep clean sheets and stuff. Now, I have watched Athletica Madrid play a few times in the Champions League, and he's been probably one of their best players beside Griezmann and their defenders. But honestly, he's a very, very, very solid keeper, and I would not mind if he came to Man United in a replacement from De Gea. Next is Schmeichel. Following his dad's footsteps might be an idea for him, and it could happen still. He's 30 years of age. He plays for Denmark. He played for most of Leicester's games. He played 30 league games for Leicester. Throughout those league games, he made 8 clean sheets. Sorry, not 8. Or is it 8? No, 8 clean sheets. 3.8 saves per game. However, he did let in 1.5 goals a game. So every 2 games he's letting in 3 goals. But Leicester hadn't been on form at the start of the season, and they only picked up towards the end. And he made no penalty saves throughout the season. Honestly, I would not mind if I saw him come and follow his dad's footsteps and come and be a number 1 for replacement De Gea. He looked solid when they won the league. And throughout the season, even though they have been down a bit, he has looked solid, and I wouldn't mind him replacing De Gea. I think he'd be a very good De Gea replacement, and he could obviously get better, but he's 30 years of age, which is his downfall. We've only got maybe 6 years left in him, but 6 years, that's enough time to find a keeper. Next, we're going from one of the older keepers down to the youngest one on the list. It is Donnarumma from AC Milan. He's only 18 years old. He plays for Italy. He's played all of their 38 games this season, making 2 penalty saves, having 12 clean sheets, 1.1 goals per game let in, and 2.8 saves per game. Now, I honestly can say for a keeper of 18, those are some amazing stats. I mean amazing. Playing, especially in the Italian league as well, for AC Milan, there are some very good stats. Now, he has looked shaky, and sometimes I've watched them play, and he has looked a bit, oof, is he ready for Man United? But, I mean, if we got him, he'd be here for 20 years. 20 years of him at Man United. That's a goalkeeper that you know you're going to keep for a long, long time, and that is going to be one of the best, I think, eventually, in the whole world of football. And honestly, for what his age is, he's not too bad. Next we are going with another young keeper, and I've actually been impressed by this person. I have watched him play, especially when he played against Man United this season. Jordan Pickford, 23 years old, plays for England. He has played 29 apps for Sunderland. They discovered him a bit later into the season, or has played most of the games for them. He has let in 1.7 goals per game, which, to be fair, for Sunderland, the amount of goals that he let in last season is not a bad score. He makes 4.7 saves per game. Now, like, the defence for Sunderland have not been good, but 4.7 saves a game, that's you look at a very reliable keeper there. He's had 4 clean sheets, but that's not, you really can't say anything about that, because to be fair, he's been with a weak defence and they've been letting people left, right and centre, so to get 4 clean sheets is good, and has made 0 penalty saves. For a keeper, 23 years of age, probably one of the upcoming England stars, he's not a bad keeper. I watched him play against Man United, especially when we went away to Sunderland. He made some very good saves against Mkhitaryan and I think Rashford. And honestly, he's a very good keeper, but I just think he's not had the solid defence that he's had against Sunderland. Maybe if he's been like Southampton or a different club like Everton, maybe. I think he'd have progressed a lot more and he'd have had a lot better stats, but I just think it's that defence which probably let him down. But again, if he came as a replacement for De Gea, I won't mind. Last but not least, this is probably the one that probably won't happen out of all of them, is Keylor Navas from Real Madrid. The deal was meant to happen last year, but apparently a fax machine broke. He's 30 years of age and plays for Costa Rica. He's played 27 games for Real, and has let in 1.1 goals per game, and has made saves of 3 saves per game. It's quite small, the writing on my screen, so I can't really see it. 3 saves per game, 1.1 goals per game let in. Not too bad of a keeper, but for 30, he should be doing better. If you look at Oblak, he's doing better than that, and they're in the same league. If you look at Schmeichel, he's not done too bad. If you look at Donnarumma, it's basically the same for a lot younger keeper, so he's not too bad. He's made 0 penalty saves and had 5 clean sheets throughout their season. All the apps and everything that I've said, they're all for the league, just making sure that is clarified. None of the Champions League, no cups have been involved like I've been doing for the last few players I've done. I've been using an app on my phone which I getting all the stats off, and it's pretty good. Honestly, any of those, I'm not even saying De Gea is going to leave. At this rate, it looks like De Gea is going to stay because the manager doesn't want De Gea. He wants to keep Navas, even though I think it's the owner or one of the directors of, I think it's the chairman, of Real Madrid, really wants De Gea. He's wanted De Gea for a while now, so maybe it could still be, maybe it's still on the cards, maybe it's still on the table. I don't really know. But any of those coming to Man United would be solid. Even the old ones would have 6 to 8 years, and even some of the younger ones would be having maybe 15 years. So they've got a long time. And I think maybe if we can keep De Gea till he retires, he'll be one of the biggest assets we've ever had. And honestly, keeping him will be like a new transfer this summer. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy. Next Tuesday, this Tuesday coming, there'll be another video on players that I think could join the transfer room with players the likes of Belotti, Morata, as long as they don't get signed before then. But if they do, any of them do get signed, I will make a video in the first 24 hours of the player being signed, so you get updated as quickly as possible. Now, I hope you did enjoy this video. I enjoy making them, and just telling you guys about the transfers. Please leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel as I mentioned before. Social media is down below, Twitter and Facebook. I'm thinking of starting a Patreon page when I get a few more subscribers, so that'll hopefully be happening. But anyway, take care, see you for the next video, bye bye.